You're missing out on one of the most intense and thrilling sports out there if you don't know about professional bull riding, aka PBR. PBR is fundamentally a combat between some of the toughest, meanest, and wildest bulls in the business and the best bull riders in the world. In PBR, the riders are not just battling the bulls, they're also competing against each other for top honors and prizes. It takes nerves of steel, razor-sharp focus, and a whole lot of guts to compete in this sport. So put on your cowboy hat and buckle up for a thrilling ride as we delve into the world of professional bull riding. Oh, and if you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe, please. Now, let's get started. Bull riding is a popular and exciting rodeo event in which riders try to stay balanced on a tame bull for a set amount of time. It is thought to be one of the most dangerous rodeo sports because injuries are common. To compete at the highest level, you need a mix of physical agility, coordination, strength, and unwavering determination. During the game, the participant is required to mount the bull and remain atop it for a duration of 8 seconds, all the while striving to maintain their balance as the bull attempts to displace them. Once the rider completes the grueling 8-second ride, it's up to a panel of judges to assess their performance and the challenges they face during the ride. The judges will evaluate the rider's riding skills and assign points based on their overall performance. And the best part? The rider with the highest score will be declared the winner. It is an ancient sport known as charretta, which has its origins in a form of bullfighting called jurapio, in which riders would compete to ride the bull until it met its demise. Over time, the sport evolved into a simpler form of riding, where the goal was to stay on the bull until it tired out and stopped bucking. It can be traced back to ancient times, when bull-tingling contests were popularized during the classical age, with the Minoans being especially fond of such events. However, the modern form of bull riding has its origins in the Mexican ranching and horse skills contests that evolved during the 16th and 17th centuries. The widespread popularity of bull riding in our modern world can be largely attributed to the 1936 formation of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, PRCA. Today, the PRCA oversees both the Pro Rodeo and Extreme Bulls brands, which have become wildly popular with fans all around the world. It's amazing to think that a sport that originated so long ago has managed to remain relevant and thrilling to audiences for so many years. As the sport grew in popularity, many riders began to break away from traditional rodeo rules and establish their own rules and organizations. As a result, in 1992, a group of 21 professional bull riders joined forces to create the Professional Bull Riders (PBR) organization. Similarly, in 2002, another organization known as Championship Bull Riding (CBR) was founded. Professional bull riding has become the undisputed favorite rodeo sport in America, and despite its inherent dangers for the riders, its popularity continues to skyrocket. Not only that, but it's now spreading like wildfire to other countries around the globe. From Mexico to Canada, Brazil to Argentina, and even as far as Australia and New Zealand, bull riding fever are taking over. It may surprise you to learn that bull riding has a rich history and strong traditions in several other countries, such as Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Panama, and South Africa. When it comes to bull riding, it's just the bull and the rider, right? Well, not exactly. While it may seem like a simple sport that doesn't require much equipment, there are actually some crucial pieces of gear that are necessary for both performance and safety. Let's know about it. The bull rope is perhaps the most important piece of equipment in bull riding, as it's used to secure the rider to the bull. Typically, it's wrapped around the girth area of the bull just behind its front legs. The rope is typically made from a combination of materials such as nylon and grass, and it features a handle that's braided into the center of the rope. To provide extra stiffness, the handle is reinforced with leather. One end of the bull rope is tied to the bull using an adjustable knot that can be customized to fit the specific size of the bull. The other end of the rope features a flat braid that's coated with rosin, which allows the string to slide freely through the rider's hand, helping to prevent injuries. You can't miss the flashy chaps worn by bull riders. They're often emblazoned with sponsors' names and logos. But don't let their stylish appearance fool you. These chaps are more than just a fashion statement. They're actually a crucial piece of the rider's protective gear, shielding their thighs and legs from the bull's horns and hooves. Made primarily from leather, chaps are an essential part of the rider's armor and provide a vital layer of protection. The rider's glove is an essential piece of gear that can't be overlooked. Usually made of leather, the glove is worn on the hand that grips the rope during the ride. Not only does the glove offer protection, but it also helps to provide a solid grip on the rope. Some riders even use rosin on their gloves for an extra sticky grip. No bull rider's outfit is complete without a classic cowboy hat. It's the most iconic and recognizable piece of their gear. But people use helmets instead of hats now. The cowboy helmets serve to protect the rider from head injuries and provide some extra balance during the ride. Believe it or not, some professional bull riders still swear by the good old cowboy hat over the more modern helmet. They claim that the weight of the helmet can throw off their balance during the ride. However, there's no denying the helmet provides extra protection to vulnerable parts of the head. To safeguard the face and jaw, many riders opt for a protective face mask. Cowboy boots made for bull riding are a must for any significant rider. They have a special spur ridge on the heel that aids in the retention of the spurs. Spurs are essential for maintaining balance while riding and are regarded as one of the most important pieces of equipment for bull riders. The shielded vests worn by bull riders protect the rider's torso from direct contact with the bull's horns and hooves. Only PBR bull riders wear these vests for added protection. Let's put any misconceptions concerning the use of flank straps in bull riding to rest. A flank strap is simply a soft cotton rope that's about 5 to 8 inches in size and is tied to the bull's flank area, not to its testicles, despite what some may say. The purpose of the flank strap is to encourage the bull to use its hind legs more during bucking. Since bulls can be ticklish around the flank area, the strap actually helps them to buck more freely without any harm. It's important to note that if the flank strap is tied too tightly or improperly, it can negatively impact the bull's bucking and potentially harm the rider. In fact, if a rider feels that the flank strap has been tied too tightly, they can request a re-ride. You might be curious about how the scoring works. Scoring in bull riding is a pretty simple process that takes place once a rider manages to stay on the bull for more than 8 seconds. The ride is scored out of a total of 100 points, with 2 judges scoring the bull out of 50 points and the rider out of 50 points. The judges then combine these scores and take an average to arrive at the final score for the ride. To determine the scores, judges consider several factors related to both the bull and the rider. For the bull, judges look at how difficult a time it gives the rider during the ride. The harder the ride, the more points are awarded. Bulls that display more power, speed, and agility are also likely to score higher. When it comes to the rider, judges consider how much control they exhibit during the ride, as well as the rhythm and harmony they establish with the bull. PBR competitions usually consist of multiple rounds that can span several nights. Each rider typically has 1 ride per night. Throughout the competition, experienced riders can frequently score over 75 points, with some even managing to hit the 80-point mark. And once in a while, there may be an exceptional rider who scores 90 or above. On the final night of the competition, all the scores are tallied up, and the top 20 riders get one more chance to ride. This final round is commonly referred to as the short go in rodeo circles. After this round, the rider with the highest overall score is declared the winner of the entire competition. Over the years, we've seen some truly remarkable athletes make their mark in this exciting rodeo event. Riders like Gulharm Markey, Justin McBride, Adriana Moraes, Mike Lee, and Chris Shivers have all set records and left an indelible mark on the sport of bull riding. We love to hear from you. Who is your all-time favorite bull rider? Drop a comment below and let us know.